George of the jungle.
How do you defeat that wascoey wabbit, the collection agencies, when they put something against you on your credit report? Well, that's what we're going to be discussing in the creditjungle.com today. This is George Anderson, and in another video I discuss how to deal with negative items on your credit report, including collection accounts, going through the credit bureaus. That's one channel that you can go through. But what if the account's already paid? Well, you don't really have any leverage. If you already paid it and it's on there and it's just showing a zero balance, it's still hurting your credit report. The reason it's hurting your credit report is because after you paid it, it went from maybe being a one-year-old collection account with a balance on it, and based on the last date reported and when they update the dates on there on the credit report, instead of being an old collection account with a balance, now it's a brand new collection account with no balance. So a lot of times paying off a collection account can hurt your credit. If you've already done that, there's another video that explains how to go and get that removed from your credit report, at least give you a really good fighting chance to get it removed. Collection accounts with a zero balance are much easier to remove. But if you have one that's a balance, that's showing a balance on it, and you have a little bit of money to work with, there's a strategy called pay to delete. Okay? And this one, quite frankly, just requires a little bit of tenacity on your part to be able to do it. Let's just say that you've got 3 collection accounts and each one is $500, so you have a total of $1,500 on there, and you just happen to have $1,000. Now we're just going to say that you just have $1,000. This is an approach where you want to contact the credit bureaus directly. Now there are some of them that will automatically delete it off of all 3 credit bureaus if you paid in full. So this strategy doesn't necessarily involve you trying to haggle and reduce the amount that you, oh, look, could I give you $300? Could I get on a payment plan? You know, that's really not going to work. I mean, if you've got, you know, if you don't have any other way of doing it and you're just trying to be a good Joe and clean up your credit and pay your bills, I mean, that's fine, but it ain't going to help your credit score. It's not going to do anything for there. So if you have the means to be able to pay off these collection accounts in full, and let's just say, for example, you got 3 $500 collections and you have $1,000. At least that's what you've budgeted for yourself for this. It's a simple matter of calling the collection agency directly, and they're going to say, oh, this is an attempt to collect a debt, and blah, 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 and everything else. And after they give you their rigmarole, you say, look, and I just tell people, be completely transparent with them. I'm trying to buy a house. Your collection account on here is affecting my credit score. My loan officer told me that I can get a much better deal, or this might be the deal that allows me to get into a house if I can get these collection accounts deleted off of my credit report. I have 3 of them that are $500 each. I'm calling you because I only have $1,000. If you're willing to delete that account from my credit report, I'm willing to pay it in full. How do collection agencies make their money? Well, they only make money when they collect, okay? So somebody who's offering to pay them is a great thing. And invariably, the first person you talk to is going to have a stand-pat answer, and it's going to be, sir, ma'am, I'm afraid that that's illegal for us to delete something off of your credit report. Oh, I was unaware that there is a law that compels you to report my private information to anybody who wants to see my payment history. No, there is no such law, okay? But remember, you're talking to the $10 an hour person who's answering the phone, and they're trained on what to say, okay? If you get that person, probably not going to have much luck. Escalate it to a supervisor. Supervisor's no luck. You have to be tenacious with this, but at some point you're going to get to somebody who actually gets it, understands the law, and understands how they make their money, and you just got to let them know, look, I have limited funds. I'm going to continue to call and find out who is willing to delete this off my credit report because they're going to get my money. So I'm giving you a shot at it. If you're willing to delete this off of my credit report, give me something in writing, tell me what the full payoff amount is, and once I have that letter, I will send you certified funds. I wouldn't give them your bank account number with a debit card or anything like that, because anything in the future, they might just come and jam it for you if they had another bill that went to them. But get them a cashier's check or just money order, whatever you want to do. You know, but honor your side of it if they give you the letter that says they're going to delete it, and they're probably going to tell you it's going to take up to 30 days, maybe 6 weeks before it's going to reflect on your credit report. But if they know that they may not get any money and that you're going to hang up the phone and dial collection agency number 2 and make them the same offer, chances are they're going to take your offer on it. So I have had people before that have been able to just get on the phone and pound the phone and wipe out every single thing that's on there. And the difference between it, I don't think it's the collection agency, I think it's the person who's on the phone. But it's a strategy and it works. Deleting that collection account creates a much, much greater improvement in your credit score than almost anything you can do bang for the buck. It depends on the dates and the amounts and some other stuff like that. But that's a great little tip for everybody that you can do. Very simple, so easy, you can do it. Anyway, thanks for coming into thecreditjungle.com today. This is George Anderson, and I hope to talk to you soon. Have a great day.